Hello, this is Shan Chandrashekhar welcoming you to another delightful part of our programming. As part of our tribute to the achievers from around the world, we have an extraordinary achiever here with us today, none other than Dr. L Subramaniam, who is internationally well known. He's one of the greatest musicians that India can ever be proud of. Dr. Subramaniam has got a Padma Shri, he's got a Padma Bhushan, he's got a list of awards. He's the topmost violinist, one of the topmost in the world. We are very honored to receive Dr. L Subramaniam to our program. It was a brilliant performance, by the way. One of the rarest of its kind. So, again, our hearty congratulations and compliments to you.
Thanks.
Those kind of interactions that you did put Indian music on a world map. Because people in the Western world who would listen to Bach and Beethoven, they were able to now appreciate the kind of music that you brought across, the Indian classical music to the Western world. Violin is a very difficult instrument. It's not an easy instrument. It's not like somebody picking up a harmonium and just sort of fooling around, because where the notes are all preset. With violin, there's no frets. It's an extremely difficult instrument. Now in India, violin traditionally, I remember when I was a kid growing up, I've heard of names like Chaudhaya and people like that, and they would play violin with their, resting it on their foot, basically. Whereas in the Western world, when I came, I saw violin being played on the shoulder. Now tell me, when the two were mixed together, Is there any difficulty at all in terms of transposing the music when you're with a philharmonic or a symphony? When you compose music, does it make any difference at all, the gamagams that you use in classical music when you try to teach the Western musician, where gamagams were not popular really because piano does not have, the keyboard does not have quarter tones and semi-quarter tones, I believe. So tell me about that.
When you write for orchestra is majority of the instruments are strings. Violins, viola, cello, bass. Right. And of course you have woodwinds and brass and percussion, harp and things like that. So the pieces I wrote basically to popularize Indian tonalities and particularly Indian violin and Carnatic thing, which was my father's guidance to me, helped me to do that.
Right.
Where you take a phrase and usually in a composition there's a exposition of a theme, then development of a theme, then recapitulation, things like that.
Wow.
And there were cadences, where olden days cadences was improvised. But in the Western classical tradition, it's almost disappeared from 18th century.
I see.
But whereas improvisation is one of the most important things in Indian music.
Right.
So in these pieces, what I did was, many times when I wrote a theme, it establishes itself with a Western vertical motion of harmony. Harmony is a very, very important thing in Western music.
Wow.
Then you bring in the melodic fluctuation, ornamentation, as we call it, gamakas, with microtones or without microtone, depending on the scale.
Wow.
You bring the same color and bring the different variation, which becomes a melodic variation than harmonic variation.
Wow.
And then you bring in rhythmic variation.
Wow.
So you bring the tension and develop the composition. And there are trade-off, which is also basically our very simple traditional concept where you trade between the artists or between the percussionists. So I had between the soloist trade-off sections.
Right.
Playing, then one person playing the melody, I'm playing over it, improvising.
Right.
Cadences was improvised.
Wow.
But it took some time to find the way to balance it so that the Western violinist was doing their best and beyond the boundary. Because whenever you write for a person, I had to study their limitations and the boundaries.
Right.
So that if I do what they have already done, then they will rather listen to Tchaikovsky and Beethoven and Bach concerto. Why should they have to listen to my composition? So I have to do something different than what other people have done, and also push the boundary of the players who already have done practically everything, but something different.
Wow.
So that took some time to get that, create your own boundary of compositional skills so that you can bring out everybody's best when you write for them.
That's brilliant. I want you to see a piece that I was absolutely flabbergasted when I watched your composition. You spoke about percussion, the use of percussion. You, in a composition that you had done, you mixed East and West together. You had mridangam, you had tabla, you had tawil, you had gatam, ganjira, and you also had drums. And in addition to that, you were playing the violin, and I think you had other Western instruments there with you as well. Absolutely mind-boggling. I want you to watch this with me. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Very kind of you.
Tell me about the foundation that you formed yourself in India you've got your own academy of music. Now, I understand you hold huge concerts every year, and the kind of concerts that you hold, Times of India was involved with you on that, and they've never been held like that, in the history of India. These were really massive, and you had a Philharmonic with you on stage. You had so many people who had come from overseas to perform with you. It looked like they were terrific original compositions of yours. So tell me about these series that you do.
After my father passed away in 1990 December, we wanted to start a festival. I almost stopped playing for a while. Then at the time, Vijay said, why not we start a festival in his honor? Mm-hmm. So we waited 1 year, whatever the mourning period it was then. 1 year later, 1992, January 11th, what was his birthday, we decided to have a simple festival in Chennai, which was, he was basically from there. So we started the festival. We thought we will do it only in Chennai. I invited, at the time, T.T. Vasu was completely, he did everything for me. I used to fly down the last minute and organizing the whole thing was T.T. Vasu at the time, president of Music Academy at the time.
Right. By the way, he was a very good friend of mmine.
Yeah. Super person. Yeah. And we had M.S. Subramaniam to come and light the lamp. I still remember when I told Vasu that I wanted to invite M.S. Subramaniam to light a lamp. He said, no, I can't ask her, Sadasivam, you have to come and talk. I can take you there. It's up to you.
Right.
So we went there. So Mrs. Sadasivam, Ms. Sama said, please, would you like to have coffee? Coffee. Typically they make fantastic coffee. We had it. Then, what is it? I said, I'm starting my father's festival and I like you to come. Yes, immediately she said, fine. Then after that, so Vasu was thrilled because he said normally you had to explain everything without saying anything. Starting my father's festival 2 days later in academy. Right. I will be happy if you come. Yes. And anything else I can do, she said. Then I said, can you light the lamp? Is it possible? I said, of course, no problem. Nichema panni. He also said, then anything else? Right. Then I said, can you sing an opening prayer song? Right. Then Vasu at that time, I could see him, He said, what's going to happen, Immediately he said, definitely, but are you playing after that? I said, yes, I'm not playing immediately, I'll play much later. Then only request he and both of them said was, we will light the lamp, we can stay 1 hour, she will play a prayer song. Yeah. That 1 hour I like you to play. Yeah. So want to hear you and then go. Right. So I have to change something. Yeah. So they came, that's how the festival was started, Lakshminarayana Global Music Festival.
Wow.
But without we realizing it, it became all over India a very, very big thing.
Right.
We have started doing internationally. In fact, we are doing it here in Toronto as part of our festival, which you are promoting for us so kindly. We have done it almost in many, many countries.
Lakshminarayana Global Music Festival.
Many, many countries.
Our congratulations to you. It's an outstanding job that you've done. Thanks. I want public to see how you celebrated this particular festival. Okay, here's a sample. Our hearty congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
There is a saying in India, you and your family and the way you've all made an exceptional contribution. It's yourself, Kavita ji, Kavita Krishnamurti Subramaniam, who is extremely well known in the music industry worldwide through her contribution in Indian cinema and classical and private recordings. And of course, and then your daughter Bindu through her innovative music right now, and your son Ambi as well. Now, you're almost considered Subramaniam Gharana. That's how people have started describing you now. So tell me about that.
I think we are fortunate, as a family, we are able to do things together, something which we all love and enjoy doing it together. And Kavita being part of it is a great blessing, because for her, the knowledge and the person who can, I have to mention that when I initially wanted to do a special fusion project, I was looking for a voice, which, so I told one of my friends, give me cassettes of some singers. I need a lady voice to use it for my
Because you've never seen films before, because I know that you were not used to seeing Indian cinema and all that. You never had time for that because you were so involved in your own compositions and music and classical arts. Am I correct?
Yes, partly because, and also I didn't know Hindi also. So
right.
But all of a sudden I get cassettes, and I heard several artists. And one artist really struck me, very powerful. Then I selected that voice for the fusion.
Wow.
I was doing a global fusion album. I thought this has an extra dimension, because singing whatever you say, romantic songs or some particular format different. But somebody having a different dimension, virtuosic approach and classic. So I didn't know about her background, and I think I selected that. So I met her, and then the whole thing, we got married and we started. So now after Kavita Singh, I have written a lot of things with the voices for orchestras. With my daughter singing.
I give all my days in the sun to stand with you in the rain. I'd give all my days in the sun to help me feel your pain. I'd give all my days in the sun to see again, see you once again.
It's been an honor having you in the program with us. God bless you again. We'd love to have you back soon, very, very soon.